Look who's in the house.
The sleepy guy, morning show guy.
You get up at
3 in the morning.
Yeah, and I get up at 4:45 in the morning, so we're both like going, holy smokes.
I know. Look at these bags right here. A lot has changed in my life, though. I mean, getting up at a reasonable hour now at 3 a.m. And I struggle through long days, too. 22-hour days on Thursdays when I do TSN and CTV here in Ottawa. It's a long day for me.
Yeah. Listen, Hank, we were talking about, Hank came over for some mobility, and I was asking about his experience what an amazing way to finish your career, and how you had, I'm doing a lot of work, guys, as you know, with energy, and how your mind can talk you into something and your mind can talk you out of something.
All the time.
And you can get into a funk that you literally need to junk, right? And tell me, you said something that really resonated with me, is that you had envisioned that whole game.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where they had to pull you out of the game, and you thought, I got to get back in there, because if I don't get back in, we ain't going to win.
Exactly.
Because you knew in your mind you were going to win. So tell me about that.
Well, I had an injury that occurred in pregame warm-ups, and the biggest game of my life, the game I knew was my final game of my football career, being in the Grey Cup in 2016, and to have an injury to your knee, and I had a couple of knee injuries. I had 5 total knee injuries, as far as 2 ACLs and 3 scopes. But going into the biggest game of your life, the game that you prepared so hard for, I went through a broken finger earlier in the season. That's why it doesn't straighten up, if anybody wants to look at it. It'll always be that way. It gives me that memory.
When you went in, though, to that game, did you know you were going to retire, or you went in not having made the decision yet? Because it's also then, in your mind, your last game.
Oh, I knew I was retiring.
Okay, good.
I knew I was retiring. And so for me to have that, all of a sudden feel that click and that pop in my knee, and I couldn't push off because I felt the burn, I felt the locking, I felt the clicking of the cartilage sticking up in my left knee, and I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, God, no, was this my destiny to get all the way here just to deliver this team and not be able to help guide this team to the end? But the doctors and everybody did such a great job of helping mend me, because I told myself that if I couldn't play that game, my career wouldn't be complete. But I already knew that if I was able to play this game, I knew what was going to happen. And it was exactly what happened, because we were in such a zone. We believed in everything that we went through. We believed the process. We had struggled through some setbacks, going 2-16 in year 1, lost in the Grey Cup to Edmonton in year 2. So we had sacrificed and paid the price. Yeah. But it all came down to that moment. Everything that we gave away, everything that we experienced together, our blood, sweat, and tears, paid off in that moment right there. And that's why we knew, we just had such a feeling that, Calgary might be the better team in the moment, but we're the team that was destined to win this for a reason.
It's funny, though, when you know, right? Yeah. There's this feeling of absoluteness.
Exactly.
And especially, guys, when you envision your dream, or you envision that goal, and you can see it in your mind's eye, it makes a huge difference.
It does. And the hard work that you put in, the repetition that you put in, it becomes you. And the thing is, proper preparation prevents a piss poor performance, and proper preparation also eliminates any doubt. Because mentally and physically, if you're prepared as good as you possibly can be, there's never any doubt that can enter the mind, because you've already prepared for it before it actually happened. So that's why I always envision things, because if I can be 10 steps ahead of my competition, therefore whatever move or adjustment that they make, I've already seen them make that adjustment. And that's why I knew, regardless of what they did on that evening, we were going to make it happen.
And that segues me into my next question, which is also part of my next project, is nutrition. I would not have been able to do what I did had I not really given my all to the nutrition side of it, because it is really, the nutrition's huge. And so that leads me to ask you, in your nutrition, and the fact that your training has changed tremendously, could you give me a little idea of how you've been able to tighten it, or what have you changed in lieu of your training being different?
Well, JL, you might kill me, because as hard as we work together on maintaining, everything from my elasticity to core to mental approach and everything, when we work together with the Red Blacks, I went an entire year without training. And I just told myself, I'm not going to train. I've done it my entire life.
You mean this last year you went out?
Yeah.
You didn't train?
Yeah, after 2017, when I announced my retirement, the entire year of 2017, I didn't lift a weight, maybe here and there, but it was more 12-ounce curls and stuff. I drank beer with the guys, and I said I'm going to do the things I've never done in my
I unplugged
that is awesome. I unplugged, and I got to the point though where I started to feel that difference of not training. But the one thing that I did good throughout that time was I made sure whatever my nutritionist taught me, I maintained those eating ways where I still lived off of primarily vegetables. I ate 5 to 6 servings of vegetables a day. I still made sure I got in my protein.
Yeah.
And I even got to the point where I almost became a vegetarian because I wanted to see if I did this cleanse or that cleanse, how would my body feel? Give it 2 or 3 weeks to see what it felt like. But then I went and bought me a smoker, and I found out that I can't live without my barbecue, my steaks, and my chickens. But I still, to this day, I don't consume a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
I'm strictly protein.
And your carbs comes from post-workouts.
Exactly.
And so everything that I've learned over nutrition and the fact that he has been able to maintain his level of where he's happy and comfortable comes from your nutrition. And I have created, and I was telling you about it, the 30-day 180, which I'm going to be launching probably August or September. It's from a love of eating well. It's from a love of training well. And fueling my body, and so that's the next exciting project for me. And you, TSN, congrats!
But you're an inspiration to so many people because, like you said, you overcame so many of the mental obstacles that you can create for yourself. Yeah. And here you are. I mean, she's saying she's 50, everybody, but we got to see the birth certificate or something. But what you accomplished on your most recent birthday, I'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal because not many people can pull that off. But the fact that you're lending your time and what you thought about mentally and the journey that you took with the people that are viewing this right now.
And then spinning it into
something else where people can actually get their hands on and make that first step towards their success as well in their own journey. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks for coming out.
Hey, thanks for having me. Great to see you again as always.
I can't go to you as often anymore, so I got to get you to come to me.
Yeah.
And we got
to get you back in studio.
All right, guys, jail out.